Good morning, heroes, and welcome back to the guild. All right, so we got asked yesterday about the Pyromancer as well as the wood crafting or wood cutting and woodworking professions. So I figured we would kind of give that a look today. So as you can see, we have the apprentice woodworking here. We also picked up herbalism and alchemy because I mainly wanted to just show that woodworking, woodcutting is technically a secondary profession, so it's not one that you really have to like give up something else to do. So technically we are cloth wearers, so we could have done something like tailoring and enchanting, or we could have done, mining and blacksmithing for giggles, something like that. But we still would have had access to being able to do our wood cutting and our wood crafting, wood cutting, wood crafting, or woodworking rather, professions. So that being said, we got up to level 10 so that we could get over here to this fancy little spot here. Let me get out of the way so you can see the marker on the map. So in every zone, you'll see this nice little, if it has one, it will have a nice little wood log. It's a golden wood log. That's where you can go to refine your wood. So as you can see, as I was leveling up to level 10 and doing quests, I picked up every plant that I could find because there's a bunch of alchemy we can do. And then I also chopped down a bunch of trees. Not every tree that I found because, for example, just to kind of show you here, if I go find trees, it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of trees. Uh, so I keep it on herbalism just so that I can see plants here. But let's do some of this profession here. So, wood cutting. We'll put that down, and then woodworking, because you got to have both. So we can turn all of these, for the most part, into planks. I'm not going to turn all of them into planks because there are some recipes that still require just straight logs. So I'm not going to, I'll probably keep a stack of 20 just for the giggles of it when we get to the profession. Because I have messed around with it a little bit, not too much, but just enough to kind of get an idea of what's going on. This profession does not help you level in the way that some of the other professions will. And there we go. All right. So then we come over here and we do this one. And as you can see, I can make fibers, pages, and shafts. So let's see. Let's do 6 of these. Ooh, not 65. 6 of those. Let's do another 6 of these. Because that will give us 30 pages. Okay. And then we'll do 6 of these. And then we can train it up a little bit and get some new recipes. So these require logs. These require the planks. So, all right. So let's go in here and pop our book for learning. Herbalism and woodcutter gets to go up. So we won't have a ton of money right now to learn all of this stuff, but let's grab up what we can. Oh, we did have enough. Nice. All right. So we have the upgrade kits just like every other profession so that we can craft something like, for example, this bow. we'd be able to craft that and then craft one of these upgrade kits to make the bow just a little bit better, right? Um, let's go. We've got a staff here, right? This one doesn't really give us anything, so I don't really care about it. But as you can see, we also need like linen cloth to make this staff. Hatchets. People were talking about not finding good throw weapons until much later on in the game. We can actually craft our own throwing weapons. So like this one right here requires a rough stone as well as a shaft and fiber. So there's that. We've got shields. We've got arrows, which don't really affect this play style, but whatever. What's up, Tiber? How's it going, bud? So arrows don't really help us in this one because there's no ammo requirement for this. And I haven't gone over to like Area 52 or Loon where ammo might be an issue, or even Bronzebeard where ammo might be an issue. I can't really remember if they... Yeah, I know Bronzebeard needed ammo for the hunter, but you would be able to make your own arrows that increase how much damage you can do with your bows. So there's that for now. We'll continue on gathering stuff there. We do have a quest over here for the woodworking area. The problem that we've been running into, though, is this thing is a level 10 elite, and right now we don't do enough damage fast enough before we die. I tried it about 2 or 3 times last night and could not get it to die. So I am going to run due north because I have a deal for our herbalism to go turn in some stuff to them. That's just free XP in my opinion. So we're going to go do that real quick while we continue looking for more trees. And we'll need to do quests at least until we're level 15, and then we could do like dungeons or get into some PvP matches. Level 10 is probably not the best idea to do PvP, just because we will instantly die to pretty much everything but other level 10s. And of course, it had to be the one I didn't have a ton of. Like, I've got peace blooms for freaking days, but Silverleaf seems to be the one that I have the most trouble collecting. Here's some more earth root. Nice. Pick up that one. Yeah, so last night, once we got off, Devin and I played some stuff, and then he had to go run an errand for his in-laws, if I remember correctly, from what he said. And I was like, cool, I'll wait for you. And then I just leveled this guy up to level 10, almost level 11, thanks to professions. And he messaged me and was like, hey, I'm back home, and we're going to play some COD. And I was like, cool. And then I played like 1 round of Call of Duty, and then see, I got plenty of peace blooms. I'm gonna stop trying to grab up peace blooms. But yeah, so a lot of fun there. Our quests now take us over here. We're gonna grab up any trees and plants that we see over on this side, but I want to be where our quests are. We'll come back and finish Ice Hide, probably around level 12, 13, somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know why I decided to stop and pick up that peace bloom. I don't need peace bloom. We have, how much? 148, no, 119 on this player. Don't need any more peace bloom. I bet you we could make enough potions if we could with just peace bloom and be perfectly fine. Speaking of which, let's pull open alchemy while we run over to our quests. Silverleaf, yeah, peace bloom and silverleaf. Like, if we could get some more silverleaf, we would be able to make a ton of healing potions. Healing pots are actually the coolest one, because as you level it up, you can, or as you level up alchemy rather, you're able to then upgrade your healing potions by using like 1 healing potion to upgrade to the next one. So it's pretty neat. It's one of the few professions that has something to do that. So far we've hit level 10. We've gone incineration. Um, and so far, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on with it, to be honest. Just because it's a relatively low level character, so we don't really have too much going on. I will say that add-on that you guys got me is really, really neat because as I'm running around trying to complete, ooh, leave me alone, Wolf. As I'm going around trying to complete quests, if I run into an area that's got any World Forged items, I just go pick it up instead of being like, I don't know where any is. So I do appreciate the recommendation for this mod, so or this add-on. So thank you so very much for that. Let's see, what is the easiest thing to craft? Probably be the arrows. Yeah. Arrows would be the cheapest. Planks and fiber, those are pretty cheap too. Okay, so I know what we're going to be making. Ooh. And so, like, there's this right over here. I don't know if I passed anything else. Yeah, I did. It was mail, but I can stop right here, grab that rabbit's foot, and there just happens to be a tree right here. But as far as incineration goes, the only thing I dislike is it seems like they got rid of all of our orbital beam attacks that we used to have in Alpha. This build used to have, I forget the name of the skill, but it had one where you would build up an ember and then you could launch. I called it an orbital beam. It was just a fire beam that came from the sky and hit the target and could do some pretty decent damage on it. So, all right. And we've got a turn in and a new quest here. Oh, we got several new quests. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't done a whole lot of stuff when it comes to the gnome dwarf area, simply because it's never been really my go-to area. If I play Alliance, I usually play the Horde side. Or sorry, if I play the Alliance side, I usually play humans, just because they are easier to understand. Their quest line, I've done it a ton of times, so. Like Meteor Enchant from Bronzebeard? Kinda. So what it was is like, because like now you get to start off with Meteor, which I think is really cool. But what it was is like you would cast Firebolt or Flare Bolt, whatever they want to call it, and then you would put Blaze on an enemy, and by that point you would have at least one of these, and then I forget what the skill was called, but you would click it. It was basically like this, like the lava shard, but instead of it generating an ember, it used up an ember, and it was just a quick little kaboom, and that was it. So I'm not. I wish I could remember the name of the skill. I'd have to go back and look at the Pyromancer build I did for Alpha ages ago. All right. Lots of things to take out here. Nope. There we go. Okay. I will say though that I feel like this would probably be a really good zone if you're trying to make something that has leatherworking. So incineration is the DPS spec. There's a healing spec and the final. Okay, so total specs. There's 3. Incineration is your long range kind of attacks. You have Draconic. That's your mid range kind of not really dots, but like hard hitting mid range skills. But it requires you to be a lot closer to that target. So a lot of people go incineration, and then you have healing, which is arguably the one that we see the most when we see pyromancers to start with. Draconic. What makes me mad about Draconic is you no longer get the Draktherin form like we did in Alpha. I don't know why they got rid of that. It's what made the Draconic noticeable and unique compared to the other builds. But this one is all about building up stacks and then using your Draconic breaths to do certain things. And eventually you can get dragon aspects to help you do things. But it is a mid-range type caster. That puts us at 11. So now we get Ignite. I will say this is more the dot build, though. We do get some stuff that isn't dots, but for the most part, we put up a lot of dot damage and then go from there. Want to move some stuff around here. And there we go. But yeah, we are essentially a dot build with some capability of direct damage. Oh, punk. Alright, hold on. Let's reset them. Make me waste all my mana. Alright, let's mana up there. Let's see. I do have a macro, though, for Meteor, if I remember correctly. That will make Meteor a little bit more useful to me, because now wherever this is, if I hit 8, my cursor will just drop. So, like, if I put that cursor right there, and I start attacking that guy, then cast this, then I back... Oop. I said cast this. There. To succinctly make it different from Retail's Wild Dragons and Evokers, I suppose, but who knows why they removed or changed some stuff. It is not like they ever said why they implemented change. That is true. But I just feel like, because it was a form that you just didn't automatically transform into by selecting it, it was one that you had to turn on and off. But it made the class feel more unique, and so I'm a little disappointed that they got rid of it. Hello? There's no way he's attacking me from that distance. What the... Y'all saw that, right? I took damage from a melee attack from that range. Ridiculous. This one. Boom. And again, I took damage from a melee hit. I am so confused. Meanwhile, the talent image has a Drakthir-esque character, so kind of forgot about it. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a weird design choice. Unless they put it back in and it's just either like a passive or further down in the tree, something of that nature. Or something that you can learn to do with your skill set at some point. It feels like an odd choice to get rid of the thing that made it unique compared to the other two classes, because the other two classes don't get it. We'll grab it just for the XP. Dang it. We saw that we needed linen cloth. I really need to go get some vials so that I can, that's for a quest if I remember correctly, so that we can get some alchemy going. I have so many plants right now. Oh, that was not the button I wanted to click. All good though. I will say currently downside is going to be mana consumption for this character compared to some of the other spellcasters that we've had, where it has an easier way to get mana back. This one so far does not. I mean, we do have like this where we can allow our mana regeneration to continue in combat, and periodic damage dealt restores 1% of our base mana instead of going with the armor and faster generating heat. Let's see here. We want to go this one, this one, this one, and then drop a meteor on your face. Yeah, so a one-on-one fight with a melee character, we would do pretty decent damage. Just because we can lock it down and then get our dots on it. Oh, it broke free. I'll bet you that tree is choppable. It is the other one. It is. Hurrah. All right, Bear, I need you to stay still. Hey, look. The bear. I don't get this glitch. It's making no sense to me. Like it's breaking free but standing still, and then somehow still getting within melee range without ever moving. It's odd. I can't tell if we're keeping mana faster or not, or better or not. Didn't even get close. I'll do all the gnomes here in just a minute that we need to take down over there. What I'm trying to do is take out all of the other stuff. We forgot to chop down those trees because I usually don't do wood cutting as a profession. Okay, so we don't need any more bears. This should be the last pig that we need. Yep, and now we just need all the kitty cats. Five more kitty cats. And now our mana's low. Back up a little bit, mana up. Problem with that cat is it's right on top of the bear. So if I pull one, I'm going to end up pulling both. So we're going to go look for other cats. We also have the trolls that we need to take out. We got a lot over here to do. Three more kitty cats. And two more. I mean, this is so far a really dangerous combo. The only downside to the way I'm doing it right now is we're going to burn through our embers pretty quick. We need one more cat. I do not want to pick up any more peace bloom. I mean, it's just a ridiculous amount of peace blooms right now. We need more silver leaf, and we want more, what's that, earth root. Are the two that we need. Here's the last kitty cat we need. Oh. We can put that there. We're level 10 now. We can pop that. That just gets that out of our inventory. Okay. And now we can go over here and we can start doing the trolls. We need to take out headhunters, are the ones that we're looking for. We need 5 of them. That is a level 7 rare. I'm going to try it. There we go. He gave us, ooh, some really nice boots. Spell power, haste, and spell pen. Nice. I think the real issue is going to be that the headhunters are going to be either in the cave or surrounded by people. want to take out this Strider here. There we go. Now I got a headhunter right there. And the headhunters are going to be dangerous just because they do have throwables. But the plus side to fighting headhunters is we don't need to waste the mana on locking them in place. We can just blitz them down with our normal spells. So that seems to be a plus. Got him, coach. And we're done with the headhunters. Is there anything that we need? Let's see. We have a Frostmane axe and an Arctic imbued staff. Staff would not really be an upgrade for us, and we don't really need the axe. And I don't feel like going, well, the staff is like literally right here, so... Oh, this hallway. Nice try. Yeah, staff is right there. Level 9 Shadowcaster. And a Hide Skinner. Alright. And then it looks like to get out of here, we're going to need to clear all this out anyway, so might as well go for the axe. Alright, and we'll heal up. Boom. It's nice having a self-heal, though. It's like, that's the only issue really that I have with the Fellsworn is it has no self-healing. It's like, come on, man. Like, we need something to help keep us alive a little bit better, but and the axe is up there. I can see it from here. Hey, it's another little gnome buddy. Hi, little gnome buddy. And what are you? You are a level 11 necromancer, and I don't see any of your minions. They just hit level 12. We watched them ding. Yep, there he goes. Let's heal up and then mana up. It looks like the Necromancer is not headed this way. Alright, alright. Yeah, we would still lose 3 int just to gain the 3 spell power. Chance on dealing magic damage to reduce creatures' movement speed by 50%. We actually had this on our Fellsworn for a while. Somewhere else, on a different staff, so... I'll help, Necro. This is the problem with the Necro minions right now, is they pull everything for no reason. Like, you get too close and they just automatically charge the nearest target. Whether they're in defensive or aggressive stance, it doesn't matter. They just run off. The AI is a little busted. Alright, that's all we needed from here for now. There will be another quest that will make us come in here. There's a guy up where that is that we'll need to take out, but for now, stay where you're standing, please. Dots are doing a ton of damage. I like this. Okay. And now we just need to run up and do the gnomes real quick so we can turn everything in. I don't know. Pyromancer's doing pretty good so far, guys. I'm gonna have to reorganize my bag if we're not gonna go do alchemy anytime soon. Chop down this tree. But there you go. Chance on hit freezes target creature, ruining them in place for 3 seconds, which would be a really good one if you're starting out as a melee PvPer. So, saw your last evening Fellcaster dungeon runs. DPS were really mediocre compared to some other pumpers. Yes, absolutely, Tiber. Whether we were doing melee or we were doing caster, it seems like the at least at the levels we were at, we weren't pushing the damage we really needed. Though melee was 100% doing better than our caster. But I am terrible when it comes to melee builds, so I went back to the caster, and yeah, it's just, it wasn't producing what we wanted. I like the Fellsworn. I think it's a really good class. I just don't think it's quite there with some of the other damage dealers. We had Rune Masters that were lower level than us, just absolutely obliterating us in damage. We had Primalists were absolutely dominating too, so... Boom. So there's 3 total dots right now that we can have on a target. We lock them in place. We hit them with blaze. We hit them with ignite, and then if we throw our shard at them, they get infernus, which does even more damage over time. So nice. All right, so there's still 5 items that we need to get from these guys. Also, be very careful, because if you get too close, there's actually the dungeon right up here. You will run into elites. We made that mistake at one point out here trying to help Devin level a dwarf at one point. And I was like, yeah, here, I'll just go nuke all of these up here, and then ran into a bunch of elites. So that's not what I wanted to do. I want to do this, and this, then this, and then this. So they're taking per second. This hits them for 22, and then an additional 112 damage over 15 seconds. This one gives them burning. I'd have to go look at the thing for it. And then this one, burn an enemy igniting 112 damage over 21 seconds, so it's a little bit less damage. But if ignite is dispelled, it will cause 63 fire damage to the dispeller as well. So that's pretty cool there. But I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I did not see. Sorry, it didn't pop up in my other chat, so I gotta look at my phone. This is why, guys, I have my phone up so that I can see when you guys post stuff, and my stream app doesn't show it. See, I don't know. I didn't see anything good. It had at least till 40 bracket. A shame. Makes people not want to play the class if it's just underperforms till late game. Experience should be a lot more smooth, in my opinion. Yeah. And like I said, we ran into a few that were doing dungeons that out DPS'd us. One person in chat was saying that the reason why, they were stating that the best damage ability that the Fellsworn has is using Sargarian Smite, because there is a deal that when you're in your demonic form or whatever, you actually get to cast Sargarian twice, so that it does its damage and refunds you your energy, which is something that we apparently missed. So, you know, if I was to go back to it, it would be something that we would have to add to our rotation, is making sure that Sargarian Smite is being cast as much as possible, whether we were doing melee or caster, so that we get that double proc and keep our energy up as well. Just need 2 more. So, what, 40, 50, almost 60 points of damage. I don't know if it's per second, but it's quite a bit. But 60 points of damage, regardless of speed. Not great. We're probably going to pull the... Stay over there, leopard. Nah, that's a lot of dot damage, man. Get obliterated. Does it have any AoE? If you're talking about the Pyromancer, yes, it does. Currently, it's just Meteor right now. I'm not sure if we get anything else, but as of right now, it's just Meteor, which is on like a 30-second cooldown. Alright, just need one more, and then we can go turn in all this stuff. We'll end up getting more quests, too. I know we need to keep cloth for our woodworking stuff, so we'll hold on to that. Even though it doesn't show a huge wide area, Meteor actually does damage. It's a 8-yard area, and I think we can actually boost it a little bit more. But I've never really seen an issue where pyromancers don't have AoE abilities. Yay, we're done with that. Worst case scenario, we could always jump over to Draconic and check it, because I know at one point it had a ton of like breath abilities that did AoE damage, so find the exiled Frostmane troll. Alright. I could have sworn we had another quest to go into that cave, but it doesn't look like it. Kind of curious to see entire class built around fire spell build. Meanwhile, in retail, fire is just an aspect of a class or specialization, aka destruction, warlock, fire mage, and so on. Yeah. I think my biggest concern that I have currently, though, with the Pyromancer is I don't know if you guys have noticed it as much as me, but when I go do BGs or when we go do I need to get up there. Or when we go do dungeons, if we run into a Pyromancer, more often than not, it is the Healy Pyromancer. The Flesh Weaver, I think is what it's called, or what the heck is it called? Flame Weaving spec. I think Flesh Weaving is the Blood Mage. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's one of those deals where we don't really see a lot of DPS pyromancers, or haven't seen a lot of DPS pyromancers. I will say, just from the looks of it, the top classes that people are playing right now are Cultist, Ranger, Tinkerer, Guardian, and Templar. Seem to be the top classes that are being done. Now we have to go over there. Oh, I hate this one, because we have to go click that, and then...
Here there.
Oh, I hope we can defeat this thing. What level is it? Heal up. Come on. Come on. Heal, 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 heal. Meteor. Ha 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 ha! But it didn't count. Why did it not count? Did we not get anything from it? Yes! Templar, I thought Primalists were significantly more plate class. Yeah, they are. Primalist right now is probably the #1, followed by Cultist, Guardian, and then Templar. At least what I see the most in BGs. I really don't. I don't think the get a Savannah. Rangers are always up there, and what's the other one? Tinkerers always seem to be up there in BGs. And then as far as top tier healers right now, you have cultists and pyromancers seem to be the go-to healers. Now, granted, we haven't gotten into the like 30 content for PvP, but for everything less than 29, your top tier DPSers seem to be Rangers, and then you're gonna have like the Tinkerers. Every once in a while, you'll have the sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things here. Every once in a while, you'll have like a Rune Master or a Reaper. Very rarely you have a Barbarian at the top DPS. It's usually Rangers and Tinkers for DPS. For healing, you usually have Cultist and Pyromancers as your top healers. All right, let's go back to that cave over there. I just want to complete this whole region there so that we just need to worry about this upper region here and then everything over here so that we can get off into Loch Modan. Let's see, we have Ember Touch. This is going to be healing as well. We have Dragon Leap if we wanted to go with that. Oh, my book scared the snot out of me. I thought I was being attacked. Increases the duration of Blaze by 4 seconds, so that's our dot. Speaking of which, I just want to go ahead and do this. There. Let's see. Consume an Ember now regenerates 2% of our max mana. I think we're going to go with that. Well, no. Blaze is doing better for us. And not having to recast it as much, I think, would be better. Then we can pick up Flame Casting, and then we can pick up max mana. I think that's the route. I'm going to go with that. But yeah, Templar or Primalists. Primalists are just everywhere. Yeah. Primalists are your top tier tanks, I think, right now. The Starcallers, the melee build specifically, it seems like, is doing really well in dungeons. And then Venomancers, the only Venos I've seen in dungeons were the healers. And for whatever reason, the healers we were running into were doing so well at healing that they ended up doing some DPS. So, who is the tier 1 tank? Right now, from what I've seen in dungeons, it's going to be your Primalists seem to be top tier tanks. Because they I don't know. Maybe I'm a little maybe I'm a little biased because of how well Pramada was doing when we were running dungeons yesterday, but I mean, every time we see a Primalist in our dungeon group, we don't seem to have any real issues. Yay, somebody's just been through here. sad thing is we need to go this way to get to where I need to take out that target. Because Primalists need Rage for their good cooldowns, and if you tank, you generate more Rage than a caster or melee. Yeah. And heal. I haven't messed with healers. I will say the ones that I've seen the most, though, have been Pyromancer healers, and then followed up usually by a cultist healer. Because people like doing the cultist healing because it's a DPS healer. Yo, what's up, little gnome? What is you? Cultist? Nice. If I had to pick a healer, I would most likely do cultist healing. Because it gets to do damage while healing, so it just helps dungeons go a little bit faster. And mana up. And as far as DPS goes, I mean, it's kind of all over the board. I don't know. And bear in mind, like, when I tell you what I think my tier 1 is, that's just based on what I'm seeing or what I've played. As far as support role goes, I don't know. I haven't played many of the just pure supports. The only one I've attempted has been the Stormbringer Wind, and that thing sucks. Like, it is terrible. Blood Mage Flesh Weavers, oh, they are good healers. They have like a spell that lets them heal like 6 people. It's crazy. Like 5, 6 people. We've seen some of them like super good in Battlegrounds. And the spell casting build has like a massive like blood meteor thing that just does a ton of damage. It's crazy. I did not notice, or I forgot to apparently do that. Let's see. We just got Flames of Neltharion. Unleash Draconic Flames, dealing 74 flame damage to an enemy and up to 2 additional nearby enemies. This is one that you would be using as a Draconic so that you could boost it. Fleshweaver is classed as a support. It has a ton of utility like Wind Stormbringer, but can also heal. Oh, and at 30 or 40, the Fleshweaver gets Bloodlust too. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, that's right. They did move it from a healer class to a support class, didn't they? From Alpha and Beta, because it was a healer class, not a support. So, they did move it. That's right. They make freaking amazing healers, though. This guy needs to spawn. We need Marshent's Totem, and he's like right here. Oh, he's casting armor on himself. Come on! Kind of complex because of cursed form and self-damage, but kind of busted when properly... is that supposed to be operated? I think that's supposed to be operated. But yeah, I mean, the ones that we've run into that knew what they were doing, man, they did a ton of damage. Yeah, no, I got you. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Meteor to stun. Flame breath for more damage. Explosion for big damage. Come on. Oh, we got it, but we're gonna die. Actually, no, I don't want to risk taking the 35-minute debuff, or 30-minute debuff, whatever it is now. If I had used heal instead of explosion right at the end, we probably would have been able to take out the other guy. Because I think my dot damage would have done enough to kill him. But we need to get our body back. Then we're just going to hearth back to town. Then we're going to run, turn everything in town, turn in that right there. And then move on from there. Because I think we'll be done with this area now. And I need to go to town so that we can get some stuff for alchemy so we can start using up our plants. Because we have too many plants. My primary focus is going to be making healing pots, just because it's the easiest one to do. Plus we need to sell all this, get rid of plants, do some more woodworking if we want. Stuff of that nature. I'm hoping that I'll have enough time to run up here. Run up where the boss spawns. And then hearth. There we go. All right. And now we run downstairs. Because we can do this one, finally.
What's on your mind?
There we go. That quest used to be bugged where you could just send him up here for a Thunder Ale all the time. But you couldn't do anything with the barrel downstairs, even though it said it was clickable. So I'm glad that they fixed that quest.
How are ya?
Alright, so they're both 38, so
Safe travels.
sellable. Pick that up. Tradesman. Yeah, you're going to have what I need.
Watch your back. Here there.
We need empty vial. There we go.
Off with you.
Time to do some alchemy. Healing pots. We can make a ton of these. Ugh. Oh, we are getting the thing that reduces production time. Not that it's really helping all that much. We're trying to make so many potions. And alchemy is now at 49, and we're still haven't gotten to yellow on potion making. Or on healing potions. There we go. We're up to 57, and we just hit yellow. 59. $63. And we ran out of materials. Alright, so let's just move these down here. Move these down. I want to hold on to the pots. Need to hold on to that. Those are all quest items. Those were quest items. Alright. Let's see what we can learn here. Whew, one of those was pretty darn expensive. And now we need Mage Royal and Silverleaf to upgrade, or to make mana pots. To make the healing pots, we need Briarthorn. So Woodworking have nothing good for casters. Your skill rundown mentioned plethora of items that help some other classes, archetypes, but does it have any tools to create for casters? Yeah. We're able to make staves. And if I remember correctly, we'll eventually get to the part where we can make, let's see if I can create all these while I'm standing here. But not only can we make staves, like this particular staff is not that great for us yet, but we're able to make staves, and if I remember correctly, we can actually make wands too. And then just like every other profession, we have the ability to make upgrade kits as well. So now we need wild fiber, which we don't have the trees for yet. But now we have a balanced spell book. That's your offhand. +4 to spell power. Nice. We now have the sturdy forest wood staff, which is green. And when we create it, we would be able to then make... it should get bonus effects to it. So yeah. Oh, you're good, Lude. You're good, man. These are my early mornings because I have to close at work today, so I get to stream until 11 Central. So I usually start around 8:30ish Central Time. Doesn't look like we've got access to the wands yet, but we are getting the books, which is good. We need black dye, which we could actually buy, and we could just make some books real quick to level up a little bit more. I think he sells it. Imbued vial. Did I miss it? Blue dye. Oh, he doesn't. Oh. We would have to go to another town or go into a major city to get black dye, I think. Because he's only got bleach, red, and blue. Make sure I've got automatically sell junk. Okay.
Okay, good.
Actually, we can sell that to him.
Watch your back.
Level 10 Gnome Pyromancer. Alright. Let's get everything turned in here. Hope to hit level 13. And then we need to chop down more trees so we can make more stuff. And then we need Briarthorn, which we don't have access to yet. That's, I think, the next zone for us. We got wood cutting up to 81, though, which is nice.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, they're both 38. Neither of them does me any good, so just click one to sell.
How are you?
Troll's Blood Elixir.
Safe travels.
And minor mana pots.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay. If we can get to the part where we can make any of that stuff through alchemy, we'll be good. Because what they want are 5 mana pots and then 5 Troll's Blood, which we can actually do the Troll's Blood real quick. Right? Oh, my quest thing is not on. Mage Royal and Silverleaf is what I need. And I have no idea where I can get Mage Royal in this area. I don't even know if I can get Mage Royal in this area. Does anyone know if Mage Royal spawns here in Dunmorrow? Black dye is sold in higher level zones or capitals in Lochmadon. Yeah. Well, yeah, I knew where to get black dye. That just requires us to go to the next zone or go to Ironforge. And we'll be able to buy that.
What can
I need to figure out where to get Mage Royal, though.
Safe traveling.
Because I need, what did I say? Mage Royal and Silverleaf. Silverleaf, I know I can farm here. I think Mage Royal I won't get until I leave and go to Lochmadon anyway. I'm sorry. A gnome on that ridiculously large bike is hilarious. I couldn't even see him from back a ways. Alright, so we're going to run there, turn that in, and then we have this up here. I'll chop up trees when we start doing the quest areas. No, don't bite me. Do we get wands for wood cutting, or is that enchanting? I know one of them gets wands. I will say the one thing that I am not happy about... Oh. Run! He's chasing you, little tinker! Get the heck out of Dodge! He's chasing somebody else now. I will say the one thing that frustrates me, though, is if I was to do enchanting with the woodworking, the greens we can't break down. Which I think is kind of ridiculous. Like, it's a green, I should be able to use disenchant on it. But you can't. I've tried. I mean, if you're going to just put 2 trees right in my way... We gotta hold on to those for the quest. Sell, sell, sell. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do. There we go. Mage Royal has 75 nodes. Yeah, so it's got to be in locked mode on. So I got to go to the next zone for Mage Royal. That's fine. Oh, running in the wrong direction. I need to go over here, turn this in. So then I can go up here. We've got one turn in down there. And then yeah, it's complete quests until it starts sending us more this way. Let's see. Next level, we get combustion. Damage dealt by explode is now increased by 15% for each of your pyromancer periodic effects on the target. So if it's 15% per deal, we can have 3 on there. That's 45% increased damage with explode. Yeah, yeah. I think the only exception to that for Mage Royal was no, because you still had to go outside of the starting zone. So never mind. Never mind. I was thinking, so like when you do the where is it? Is it Eversong? Yeah. So you start here, right? You don't get Mage Royal until you come out here. So that's technically the second zone. So I was, for whatever reason, I was thinking that I found Mage Royal here, but you don't. This is all still Silverleaf, Peace Bloom, and some Earthroot. And then out here is Earthroot, Mage Royal, Peace Bloom, Silverleaf, and I think there was one more that you could find here. And then when you come down into here is where you could start getting some more stuff, and then you had to go into the Ghostlands. A fishing trainer on a frozen lake. Oh, not all of it's frozen. Look, I see some actual water. She should be over here then. Think I'm taking my gladiator to 35 as my first character. Then we'll finish the pyro. He's 19 at the moment. Nice. How are you enjoying the gladiator? And what spec are you doing for gladiator? There are some in Duratar and Teldrassil, which are considered starting areas. Blood Thistle? Or not Blood Thistle. Mage Royal? Oh, there's 2 Silverleaf down there. I can't pass that stuff up. I need Silverleaf. I am going to skip the Peace Bloom. We still have a ton of it. Yeah, Mage Royal. I think Blood Thistle is the other one that I'm thinking spawns in the Blood Elf area. Oh, that's right. My bad. That's right. I don't know why I keep thinking it's not called Guardian, it's called Gladiator. That is totally on me, Ludicrous. My bad, man. But yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with it. Man, when we hit 13 and we can get explosion to do 45% more damage for this, it's literally going to be like this. Done a few BGs, and if I'm not top 5, I'm usually top on my team at least. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. If I get a caster in range and my skill procs, it's almost a one-hit. Jeez, that's dope. Oh, well, that's not good. Here. Y'all get stunned. I'm gonna heal. Then we're gonna hit you with a dot. Then we're gonna heal, because that really hurts. Throw one at you. Heal. Ha! You ran out of mana before I did, punk. Oh, that was close. That was close. I always knocked the buttons I wanted to click. Oh well. I can't even get explosion off. If I have all 3 dots on them, I can't. There's no way to get explosion off. They just die too fast. There's definitely something in this cave. I just don't see the sparklies. What is this? Oh, it's a totem. I don't think it exists here in this version. Just we don't have a class that can use totems, I don't think. I'm glad it's not making us chop this gross birch. Alright, now we get to run back down the hill. Ooh. We passed this. I didn't even notice. I just happened to look at the minimap to see if there was anything else besides that peace bloom there. Peace bloom. Oops, silverleaf. We'll go run and grab it. Go around the kitty cat. It'll be a hot minute before we can make stupid mage or the mana pot. That's crazy that that's like they want us to do that and we don't have access to it unless there's a way to buy some mage royal from a vendor here in this first town. It's just gonna be absolutely ridiculous. Ice Claw Bear, and oh, that's a rare. That's why. I was like, how is that bigger than the other Ice Claw Bears? But it's just being registered as an Ice Claw Bear when I first looked at it. But I'm gonna give it a shot. We're gonna try. We might die from this. Come on. Then we heal. Get the heal off, get the heal off. Thank you. Oh, snap. Ah. Yeah. I didn't think we could take that, but... oh well. We got close. We're just too squishy. Look at that, though. Explode did a ton. Come to Westfall, let's level up together. Yes, that's why is my brain drawing a blank? That's a primalist. Primata, yeah.
Talk to me.
Getting to Westfall might take me a hot minute there, bud.
Very good. Well met.
What's up, Vaughn? Getting to Westfall will probably take me a bit of time because I'll have to go to Iron Forge. Well, actually, no, it won't because I can hearth directly to Storm. Leveling a Stark on going another tank. Let me turn in everything and then sure, I'll make my way over to. There's not 21 items in here. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. At first, I was like, I'm gonna have to run to Iron Forge, take the tram to Stormwind, from Stormwind fly. No, I can literally just hearth to Stormwind. But let me turn in this quest here, and then I'm gonna keep the rest of my quests because I'm still gonna level out here. But I'll come do some Westfall stuff with you. What level is your guy? Level 13. So we're the same level. Nice. I already picked up the bow that's right there. Why is my quest thing not on though? Add-ons. It says PF Quest is on. Why is it not active? Yes, I'm going DPS on Pyro. And yes, Lochmodon does have higher mob density than Westfall. Okay, that was my commissions quest that I needed to do. How many potions did I have left over from that? 3? We can sell them. I mean, I do agree with Tiber, though, Vaughn, that Lochmodon would probably be the better route out of all of it. Just saying. Yeah. I just don't know if you have an easier way to get to me, though.
Well met.
Bring the Lost Thunderbrew recipe to in Keranos?
See you soon.
That must be a different town. No idea. No idea at all. Ooh, what? It says homie should be right here, but he's not. I am so confused. With Aura and XP pot, Lockmodon was faster, 15 to 21 compared to Westfall when in a group. Oh, I've already done this dude's quest. This is just an issue with that. My quest add-on, PF Quest, is not helping. And I wonder if it's because Loot Collector overrides it, maybe? Does Aura of XP? Yes, they stack. Well, you can have the Aura of Experience running, and then you can also add potions. And the potions will stack with the Aura of Experience, and then the more potions you drink, the longer the potions last.
I have the finest wires in the land. Be good. What's on your mind?
Hey,
Safe travel.
it's not enough, but 2 Mage Royal. We can make 2 of the mana pots of the 5 that we need for this quest. Alright, we've got one more quest here. Let's do this here. Boom, invite. There we go. It says it's straight ahead. It's up there, if I remember correctly, isn't it? Yeah, it's not in there with that stupid troll. Or is it the cave that's over here? I don't remember where this quest was. Yeah, here we go. got attacked from behind. Sweet. Now I just need one more. I got enough mana for it. Boom. Yeah, we can just hearth. It's fine. I don't really feel like fighting my way out right this second. You don't agree to which part, Vaughn? The XP rate? I mean, if we were truly worried about XP rates, we would have all been hordes because they level faster. It's all good. I'm almost done with all of Dunmoreau though, which is nice. I think. By the way, are woodworking wands worse than enchanting? That's what I'm trying to remember, because I know I messed with woodworking before, and I think they had wands. I'm almost 100% positive that they did. I know enchanting does. I just can't remember for the life of me. We could make bucklers. Like, I am almost 1,000% sure that there were wands in here as well. I don't remember. Can't you check recipe? Yes, I can. There's another staff. We can do it this way. Filter, unavailable. Let's see. Crossbow, arrows, boomerang, bow, crossbow, upgrade kit, wood bow, pages, staff. No, it doesn't look like they have wands. I could have sworn at one point they did, though. That's pretty nice at level 30. Requires a lesser moonstone for it. Do we get, yeah, level 35. Ugh, but it's dodge rating? What the heck? Yeah, it doesn't look like they do. I could have sworn they had wands as well. Dang, I guess not. I guess it's just enchanting that gets the wands now. Alright. It looks like 56 is the highest level item that it makes currently without any crafting plans, but I don't know if they've added any crafting plans. Alright, we are headed the wrong direction. I need to go over here because we need to go take out Icehide. And then we'll go turn this in. We'll just skip the rest of the quests that we have here, and we'll just go straight into Lochmadon. Because we're going to need the newer tree parts, and we need stuff from Lochmadon for alchemy as well. I mean, yes and no. I mean, I can remember in Alpha, the only thing you could do is chop down trees and make planks. Like, it didn't actually have a profession skill for quite a long while. So it always felt a little unfinished, in my opinion. So I'm just glad that they now have like actual like crafting stuff. So, and then hopefully they end up adding some recipes that we can find or buy that give us some neat stuff, just like blacksmithing and leatherworking and stuff like that. That has profession or like has the scrolls, or enchanting that has the scrolls that we can learn more stuff from. Would be nice. But yeah, so far as a profession, I mean, if we weren't going to be doing like if you were going to do a completely solo adventure, no BGs, no dungeons, no nothing, and you only had what you could craft or buy, I mean, it wouldn't be bad for a caster to have woodworking, or a tank to have woodworking, so that you can make shield, staves, ranger classes, being able to make bows, since it is essentially a free profession at this point. It doesn't take up a primary profession slot. So if you're doing, you know, a hardcore mode where you can't do dungeons and you can't do mana storms and BGs and stuff like that, I 1000% think it would be worth getting just for the craftability of being able to make gear for yourself when you can't find stuff, or you don't have the ability to go out and get a world forged item for a few levels. You might be able to get something in the interim just by crafting it. So it definitely has its place, but at the same time, it really needs to get a little bit more of an upgrade or overhaul to it. Yeah, 100%. All right, Icehide, I am back. And I am slightly more dangerous than before. Jeez, he's bugged to where he's stuck down there. There we go. Okay, let's heal up. And there we go. Haha! We're taking bleed damage. Bleed damage does a lot. Jeez. I don't know if this was a profession quest or not, but there we go.
Great to meet you.
Leather. Agility dagger. Spell power. Let's see. Stamina and int. We would lose. I really hate this. Yeah, we're gonna go with the back piece because we can actually wear it. Because we gained armor, spell power, stamina. Int stayed the same, so we're good there. This ring does nothing for us. But I mean, as far as like, we just crafted 3 shields, right? So I mean, My only complaint about crafting these 3 shields is the only thing I can do with it is, I believe, sell these. I don't think I can disenchant them. Because last time I tried to do that, I was like, oh, I could do clothier, woodworking, and enchanting and have way more materials because of the woodworking greens that I could break down. And then as soon as I tried to break down the greens for woodworking, it wouldn't work. So I think that should be fixed. I think it should be something that you can disenchant. Because enchanting is already kind of a pain in the butt skill to level. I'm headed straight for Lochmodon. Where? Oh, he's already in Lochmodon. Okay. I'm headed to Lochmodon. Hold on, Vaughn. I'm coming, bud. It is. It's a weird limitation for no real apparent reason. Enchanting is probably one of the most difficult professions to level by itself. Because it requires you to give up items that could, in fact, make you money by selling to disenchant it for no profitable gain. Unless you're, auction housing what you enchant off, right? So you always have to couple enchanting with something else, and unfortunately, you can't do mining. Well, I mean, in this version, you can. You just get a book of expertise or a book of professions or whatever, and you can learn a 3rd profession, a 4th profession, whatever. But what you would really want to do, I'll just ignore all the rest of the plants and just keep running. What you would really want to do is, like I said, if you could do it with tailoring, enchanting, and woodworking to do all that to help benefit enchanting, you're losing less money doing that because anything else you need, you can sell for, or anything else you don't need, you can sell for money. Do I go south or do I go north to get up there? It's been a while since I've run to Lochmodon. I want to say it's down this way and through a cave. I think this takes me to Lochmodon. But because like if I had disenchanting, I would only be able to disenchant this and this, I believe. So, I mean, I guess you could use woodworking as a way to make money, but I do, but the only flight point I would have had was running all the way to Ironforge and then flying. Plus, I have a point right here that I can turn in, or a quest I can turn in, so. But yes, I do have the item that unlocks all flight points.
Here there. Up with you. Hey, good.
And then it's this one that gets me all the way across. Yeah, they removed the flight points. Like, it's weird because, like, Goldshire used to have a flight point, Razor Hill used to have a flight point in Alpha, and then they were just like, meh. We want to make it as difficult as humanly possible. I think the real reason was they wanted us, yo, level 14, nice. They wanted us to run and look around and find things and do all that. I think is the real reasoning behind it. But at the same time, it's like if I'm trying to get somewhere quickly, I would rather fly. Especially since I am definitely not going to be buying up all of the stupid runestone things that can get me to teleport quickly, because that's just a lot of stuff. Hi, bud. I have no quests for this area. I want flame casting because that's a plus. But hey, since you're here, I'm going to chop down these 3 trees here because that's new lumber. There we go. I feel complete now. I chopped trees. Because I believe those trees, the wildwood logs, yeah, we need those for the next stuff. And we're officially into the next town.
How are you?
Turn this in.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright, let me collect everything and we'll be good to rock and roll and go take out enemies. And we'll set this as our new home.
What can I get for you today?
Hi, how are you? My, you're a tall one.
Says there's another quest giver. Where are they? Okay. They have to be outside then? Or did I pass them? What's the quest? Oh, it's the barkeep.
Welcome. See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
There's just so many quests in this town, bro.
What can I do for you? See you soon.
Hi. Keep your feet on the ground.
I When gnome said, you're a tall one" to another gnome. Kind of immersion breaking. True. I don't know. Maybe my hair was a little taller than theirs. Maybe that's why they were saying that. 'Cause I went with the spiky hair.
Great to meet you.
Explorers League,
You got my attention.
mining trainer. And now, after collecting all those quests, it says I have one turn-in up over here. What time is it? It is 10:30. We got 30 minutes before I gotta get off. There we go.
Feet on the ground.
Oh, I am not flying to Iron Forge right now. We can do that later. All right. I guess this way. Looks like we need spooters. We need to take out some spooters. Basically, anything that moves, I think we just need to take out. Oh, I also need to do my training. We got upgrade to Firebolt. We got Kindle, Mend an Ally. Yay! We got a new Healy. Seal of Alley Razor got an upgrade. Cinder Heart got an upgrade. And Blaze got an upgrade. Generates 20 heat. Mend an ally with flames, healing them for 136. Additionally, scaling with our spirit. Svianat Zahila. Oh, looks like we need pigs too. Tunnel rat vermin. Says 12 of those. somehow got silenced. It wouldn't let me use my breath attack. That's so weird. There is a cloak here. Stamina, intellect. So if you need that, there you go. Ooh, Mage Royal. We need more of the Mage Royal. I gotta come get this plant. Hold on. I'm gonna need roll on that. That's a huge upgrade for me. Oh, great. I need a ton of Mage Royal, apparently. Huh. Tell you what, that meteor does a ton of damage. I thought the damage was like just spread out, but no. There's mail gloves over there. There's the cloak we picked up, and then I can't see anything because of the people. I don't think we need these guys, by the way. We don't need the troglodytes. We need the spiders, the pigs. It looks like bears, and then we need those guys we were just nuking, the rat dudes. Level 14. We're having crap luck with the spiders. What gear do you typically wear? Oop, there's a spider. Do you know what type of gear your dude needs for the tanking stuff? I don't know what the Star Caller needs. Isn't it plate? Like plate stamina stuff for the Star Caller tank? Int mail. There's mail gloves behind us that have defense rating, but that's it. Agreed. Yeah. I love the bug where it says I'm getting attacked from a melee character without actually being in range of said melee character. Why am I not seeing any? There it is. Earthroot. I was like, where the heck? There's a staff up here too, just FYI. Tell you what, the RNG is garbage. It's going to be in the cave. It's not up here. If you want to gather up a whole bunch, I can drop a meteor on them and do my flame breath on them too. I know at some point, at least in Alpha, Explode was able to hit multiple targets too. I don't know if that's still a thing. 3 to Spirit and to Spell Power. I am an Int build, unfortunately. Unless I go heals, in which case, then yes, absolutely, I would be able to then... Jeez. They don't like giving up their ears, man. I think we've nuked all of them, and still we are only at 8. We need 4 more. What level do you get your taunt for your tank? Is it 15? Or is it like a cooldown taunt? Because I know some of the tanks have cooldown taunts, and that stuff is annoying. Nice. There's a quest turn in over here. Generates 20 heat. Generates 30 heat. But takes longer to cast and costs more mana. Then why the snap? Oh, because it hits harder heal. Okay. Gnomes had to be in the game, and we have gnome nuggets on the menu. Oh, that wasn't you talking. Never mind. Lunar Authority forgot to learn the spell. Okay. I was like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough damage to out aggro your taunt. I don't understand. That stupid quest mark is right where there's a world forged item right in there, but I don't know what it is. Got it. Well, I'm gonna pick it up. It's money. Plus, there's a quest turn in. I think what I like about gnomes is the fact that they can jump the same height slightly taller than their entire body.
What's on your mind? You got my attention.
And Filthy Paws quest. There we go. Each active ember now reduces the cast time of explode by 8%. That's great. Increases the critical damage of your ember spenders by 10%, or increases the critical strike of flare bolt by 5%. Now, I want to go by getting the cast timer reduced on explode. I think that will be a bigger one, especially if I can keep up as many embers as possible to do explode. So yay, got a bear meat. 13 minutes. Whew, there's a whole bunch of stuff over here it's saying we're needing to take out. Is this more of those stupid ears? It is. There is a spear, or is that a staff? No, it's a polearm with strength in there. It says we still. Oh no, we're done with the ears. Finally, yay! We do need to go into the cave to get the mining gear. Apparently, though. Free money. Bear meat. Spider ichor. And boar intestines. I hate when, like, quest items don't show up as quest items. Oh. Whew, they hit hard. Holy cow. What the heck is up with all the phasing? I'm not 100% sure. Ludicrous. By the way, we both have to pick up the 4, so. Be careful, these dudes hit like a truck for some reason. I gotcha. I have to say though, yeah, they hit really hard. I don't get it. I do like the fact that you're able to regen mana the way Star Callers can regen mana. It makes them absolutely phenomenal. Uh-oh. I pulled, they're angry at me. There we go. Have you collected all 4 of yours? Because I haven't collected a single one yet. You need one more? Okay. Because once you collect yours, I'll collect mine. And this will probably be the last quest I can do, in theory. Here's one, right here. Oh, you passed it. It's the Geomancers that are doing all the damage. I got you. Okay, back up here is your last one. Right here. Oh, okay. Alright, I just need to grab my 4 then. And then I gets to go to work. I say gets like it's a privilege that I get to. It's like I have to go to work. I got your health. You're good. Oh, it's a rare. Okay. That explains some stuff. I'm gonna need roll on that ring. That's just hilarious. Strength, agility, stamina, intellect, spell power, hit rating, offhand weapon. There's 2, 3. Oh, nope. It says I've got all 4. Okay. We'll hold on to the ring, because that actually might be worth equipping. We can equip that trinket. I think that's actually a better trinket for us to have on anyway. Okay. I've got all 4, so now I just need to go back to town. Or go turn in everything. And then I'll have to log off. I do appreciate you coming and leveling with me. Thank you so very much. This next quest should be one that I can turn in and hit level 15 on. Mounting up. I'm just running. Do I want to fight the spider? I need more spiders, but okay. Now I need one more spider, one more boar item, and bear, 2 bears. I have to say, I do really miss my ability to like dart forward with the Fellsworn, though. Alright, that's all the spiders. We need boars and bears. I gotta go turn this quest in. Because I've got 4 minutes before I have to log out. Such a bummers. Eventually, though, this will be my job, and I won't have to do that. Let me quick rundown of stream schedule for this coming month. So today I work till close, which is 9 p.m. Central for me. And then as soon as okay, so all that is junk. Go with that one then.
Off with you.
Woohoo, level 15. We are gonna go with reducing cast time first. And then we can pick up these. Fired up. Your Ember spenders are now instant cast and have a 30% chance to refund their cost and increase your chance of critically striking by 20% for 15 seconds every 1 minute, which is a good skill to have. But anyway, so today is my closing shift, so I won't get home until probably around 9:30, which means I probably will not be streaming when I get home. However, ooh, nice. That's all the boars. It's fine. I'll end up needing bears, but I can always come back and do those. And then starting on Monday, I will actually be off on Mondays or Sundays and Mondays moving forward for the rest of this month. Yes, Sundays and Mondays I will be off for this coming month, which means instead of Fridays and Saturdays being our long days, it will be Sundays and Mondays being our long days. And then early streams will be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We won't be streaming on Thursdays because I have to work a mid shift and there's no way for me to carefully do a stream on Thursdays that either doesn't put it super late or super, super early in the morning. So Thursdays, we won't do any streaming. And then Fridays and Saturdays now will end up being our late night streams. So our like 5 p.m. Central to whatever. Sorry, I just saw this. And that's a Peace Bloom. I need Mage Royal. But that is going to be the stream schedule going forward for this month. So hopefully that jives with you guys so that you guys can still watch the content. Of course, as always, once a live stream is done, it usually will take about an hour or two for it to get populated so you guys could still watch it, even if the live stream is not technically live. But other than that, guys, I will see y'all later. There we go, Dungeon Finder. This is the easiest one to get rid of, but yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed Sunday. Thank you so very much for spending it with me. I know there's 100 other things you guys could be doing on Sundays rather than watching me be an absolute noob here on World of Warcraft, more specifically Ascension. But I do appreciate you hanging out with me. Thank you for playing with me. Mount Strauss, I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. But yeah, anytime you see me on, just let me know, and I'd be willing to do quests and dungeons and BGs and all that fun stuff with you. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, have fun, but as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.